Hey guys, and if you're watching the last Carnage Plus, you'll know that we bought a Commodore out of someone's front yard for 500 bucks. It's a parts car. It wasn't running, but we're planning to get it running so we can see if we've actually got something that works and not wasted $500. Hey, but that's all right. Keenan's just come back with parts for our parts car, and he's about to install a radiator so we can, well, try and fire this thing up. See how it goes. If it does go, maybe we'll roll it out the front and do some skids. So I'm going to duck down the servo, get 20 litres of fresh 98. Dan's going to install a transcooler and a radiator. So I'll leave you with him, and I'll go get some fuel, because this thing probably hasn't had a fresh splash in fuel. Or, well, let's face it, it's been 6 months since it's been running. Who knows how long it's been sitting in someone's front yard. So anyway, I'll go get some fuel. Hopefully we can fire this thing up.
So here is the transcooler. Now, I've owned quite a few Commodores in my time, but the key thing is all of those had 3 pedals. So auto slush box stuff just isn't up here with me. So I pulled all these parts, transcooler radiator and the actual radiator, off a 99 VT. This is a 2000 VX. So I'm hoping everything fits. One thing I have noticed immediately is that the power steering lines, by the looks of it, come out here on this bracket where the transcooler would have been, where it's not anymore. And on the VT I pulled apart, the power steering lines went in here somewhere, I think. I don't think they came out this far, so we just have to get it running. If it sits in the front bumper, all Scotty cares about is the fact that it's not hemorrhaging fluid everywhere. I was just going to put a rubber line on the lines and call it a day, but who knows, we might end up using this in the parts car that we're going to put this in, but we'll see. So I'll just start putting it all together. I want to get this in first before I put the radiator in, because of where the lines go, and then I'll drop the radiator in. We've got brand new hoses to go on it, because it's probably going to use those hoses in the other car as well. And then we can kick it in the guts with some water in it and see what happens. That one goes up there. Put him away over there for a second. Nice. It's nice having all this space to work with. I'm used to working on cars with things like clutch fans and billions of pulleys in your way. Oh, something actually fits on this car. Amazing. We'll tighten everything up, radiator hoses on, done. It's a quite different day. Good. All of the lights. Don't worry, I'll get the kink out of the hose in a minute. Calm down. So everything else is done. I've just got to put the transcooler somewhere. Now, as you can see, to add to the woes of the rear doors we showed you in the last episode, this car's been punted. So I'm skeptical about how all the front end mounts are going to work for this cooler, but I'm tempted, because I'm a bit of a Japanese car fan, to just go full Bozazoku style out the bumper potentially. I mean, I think we're going to have this thing run, check over a few things, and maybe do a burnout or 7, and that's it. It's not even going to register the thing, so why go to all the effort of trying to make it mount in this bended mess when I can just stick it out the front of the car? So, potentially zip ties up there somewhere, and then we are ready to skid. You can see quality grill delete on this thing. It's not even an S-Pack bumper anymore, this is just an executive bumper somebody's put on after the shunt, so if an S-Pack bumper is worth $5, this is probably worth 5 cents, so you may as well throw some zip ties in it. The lines aren't quite long enough to get it flat, but we'll figure something out. Ah, yes. You've got to remember, kids, to keep things safe, when you zip tie or cable tie something, always cut off the tags, otherwise people might think you're a bit special. Doesn't matter what you're using them for, just make sure you cut the tags off. Otherwise they'll think you're a loser, and you don't want to be a loser in a VX Commodore with an external oil filter.
Lucy, I'm home. What the? Done?
Yeah, to bless up, mate. Get some culture in you.
Okay. I guess it's here for a good time, not a long time. Here's an oil filter for you.
Oh, thank you. Get some more milkshake out of the engine. Excellent.
My milkshakes bring out the boys to the yard. Ugh. You feel that, baby? Yeah, 98 octane's like $1.95 at the moment. Almost $2 a litre, Jesus. Ugh, there we go.
So underneath here to change the filter, and I think this car's done 400,000 instead of 180,000. It's probably more realistic if you look at this. There is so much leakage under here. I don't think I've seen a car this bad before. I've seen plenty of leaks before, but it's just from here in front of the engine the entire way back past the pan for the transmission. Just caked in a steering rack, K-frame. I'm not even looking forward to getting this oil filter off. This is going to be really dirty. The best bit is, with this much leakage, I can't make it worse because it's just horrid under here. Ugh. Look at that. I mean, it's not milkshakey like the oil cap on top of the engine, but it's So this is the condition of our sump plug. This is the second time now I've encountered a stripped or rounded off sump plug on an Ecotec, so this is going to be fun to get out if it doesn't come out straight up, because you've only got this much room to work with between the plug and the cross member, so you can't just go jamming all kinds of different tools in to try and get it out. So
Just use a shifter.
So yeah, we could do that. We could also just get like a 9-inch and zzz through the sump. That'd be just as destructive according to people in the comments. But we'll try a socket first because that's probably been shifterized already. Maybe Scotty was here before, we didn't see him. Now I've got to fix it. Oh, come on. Don't be a bitch. Oh, come on. Alright. So I'm going to have to break out the bigger tools. Jesus Christ. Why do people do this? There's some... Oh. Christ of that. Don't do this with sump plugs. They're sump plugs, not wheel nuts, okay? Just do them up. It's like an oil filter. Just do it up tight enough. It's not hard. Seriously, it's one of the most annoying things you can find on a car is a busted sump plug. Because it just shouldn't happen. See, I was so angry I even dropped the plug. I didn't even get to do my usual pull it out nice and clean. Fucking Holden owners, I tell you what. Nice new plug. Hopefully it fits. Engine.
Would that be a no?
No, not even close. Alright, looks like the old one's going in for now. And then...
Take the old one with you?
No, it fell on the pan. I wasn't pulling it out. Now I do have to pull it out.
Going fishing can?
Yep. Ugh. The heads are not too dissimilar, but threads, yeah. So it looks like we're going to put old Roundy Boy back in, and we can fix that when we pull the engine out.
For high performance engines. High performance. Okay, so I guess we should try and make sure, well, at least test that the thing turns over. So, yep. Actually feels like it's got some compression too, which is good. Yeah, spins pretty freely. That is good. All right. I guess we'll get some coolant in this thing and, well, try and hot wire it. See if she fires up. Okay, so the interior in this thing is pretty rank, but yeah, we're missing the dash. I don't know if that stops us from actually starting this thing. Don't know. I've got the multimeter here, so as you can see here, that's the connection that goes usually in the back of the barrel assembly. So we're missing the part off the back of the barrel. So like we can hit the key, nothing happens because there's no switching in there. But I'll make sure that we've actually got some power here. I'll sit that there so you guys can see as well. Let's get some earth from, say, the column here. Alright, definitely got 12 volts there, which is great. So 12 volts. Now, according to the internet, I had a bit of a look before. So the red wire is our power wire, the pink wire I believe is our ignition wire, brown's accessories, and purple is the start wire from what I understand. So I had a bit of dig around for some wire out and about, so I'll plug that. It's got a spade connection on it, so we'll just plug that into that red wire. Let's test. Alright. Ooh, I hear a fuel pump. That's good to hear. What about wipers? Okay, we have no wiper blades, so return back to sender. So if we go that one, so should have fuel pump. Okay. That's interesting. Wonder if our let's put. Wonder if the battery. Let's go lock, unlock. Put the key in ignition. See, I don't know if that's going to do anything, but hey. Ooh, hello. Started it. How good's that? She runs. So running and actually idling as well, which is great. She runs.
Successful mission.
Yeah.
No leaks.
Doesn't seem to be leaking anything. Did we put any more trans fluid in this?
No, I don't do automatic.
Ah. Yep, spot on. Well, auto seems to work.
You are.
Right?
Yep. Too fat. Alright. Maybe we do need some WD-40. Auto. That's one way to break the car.
I think I broke it. So, how's that for a bit of afternoon carnage? Tried to do a burnout, went from reverse to first, and a lot of throttle and a lot of braking noises. Yeah, it doesn't sound too good and it doesn't drive anymore. But the engine still runs, and that's a good thing, because for us it's all about the engine. So that's good news. We're definitely pulling this engine out, sticking in something a lot lighter, so that'll be a bit of fun. And we'll tell you what that's all about in a future episode of Carnage. But in the meantime, we need to push this back in the shed, and we'll come back to it another day. Yeah. Bloody cars.